and good evening. My name's Daisy Foss. Hello. Bringing you the sounds from Avalon. Sounds of the harmony from my husband Paul, the sounds of the crystal belt ball bowl, and the sounds of the angel chime. So beautiful, really beautiful. The sound clears the space. The sound enables the angels to come through, coming through from heaven to earth. This is a baby version of the one that Paul is playing. Beautiful, beautiful sounds of the angels of awakening. As we ask and invite them to come in now, we are bringing in the angels of Avalon. These are the angels of love that come through from the angels of awakening. My name's Daisy Foss. I live here in Glastonbury in Somerset, and it is quite an incredible space to be. It's the heart chakra of the world, and the world, of course, is the heart chakra of the universe. So when we go into that space of your heart chakra, it's the triple chakra, and you really can send that light right out into the universe, and you can also receive that light in from the stars and the planets and the angelic spheres as well. So how have you been? How have you been? It's been nearly 6 weeks since I spoke to you last. I have been very poorly with COVID, so I respect and humbly bow to all those who have also contracted this virus wherever you are in the world. It has been quite a journey, and I think that it has really shown me personally how something so small, something so invisible, something that we know is there but we can't touch it, feel it, see it, or anything, how it can completely take over. And that is how it arises. It literally, it takes over your body. So all those who have or are in fact in the middle of COVID at this moment, full respect and love from my heart to yours. It's been quite a journey. And so what would I and where would I have been without the angels? I'm really not sure. They came every day and they're still coming. The story unfolded at the beginning of January, and my mother was very ill from about the 10th of January onwards. And during that time, she's 82, she had everything wrong with her, bless her heart. She had survived a brain tumour for more than 30 years. The brain tumour was partly still there, and she was a very amazing lady, but she was complicated in her health, is the easiest way to say it. She had so many things wrong because of the after effects of the brain tumour. So at 82 years old, when she started to get ill, we did fear that it would be her time, and she was quite candid about it. She had an incredible affiliation with the angels and with her spirit, with her guides. She called her guide Sophie, and Sophie told her she was going to go on Monday, and that's when she went. So we were quite expecting her to pass with the illnesses that she had had for such a long time. It was an enlarged heart fibrillation, all kinds of problems with her spine, crumbling osteoporosis, and acromegalia. So all these things were there, yet we were very shocked at the end to find that she did in fact pass from COVID-19. That was what was put onto the death certificate, and it was whilst Paul and I were visiting her in hospital for that very last day. She wasn't there for more than 4 or 5 hours. That's where we contracted it too. So you never can tell. And we were completely covered with PPE, with aprons, with gloves, with double masks and a visor, and the virus still made its way and came in. So we have had this journey, as I'm sure many of you have too, and the angels have been there with us. It's been quite incredible, because the illness does creep up on you, and because you're not expecting it. We didn't know that my mother had died of COVID for nearly 4 days. It had to be verified by the coroner, and so for 4 or 5 days we were unsure, and by the time we got to the 4th or 5th day, that's when I was feeling a little unwell, and it creeps up on you. And so the first week of the virus was quite delirious and quite unable to move and to do anything, and all of the advice that I've been giving over the past year, you know, sage your rooms, keep your crystals close to you, make sure that you're opening the windows, everything went out the window. I didn't do any of it, nothing. For the first week, I couldn't even lift my head off the pillow, and of course my husband was the same. So we just and the angels were working in the background. It was quite amazing. So these angels, when I could get out of bed, that's when we started. I put the amethyst, big amethyst, in, if it's at the other end of the room now, the big amethyst geode by the side of the bed, because the amethyst really can help. I had got them in my pocket now still. The garnets were under my pillow every day, and the Herkimer diamond, the Angels of Awakening crystal that I work with them through, was also beside the bed. So there were crystals in the room, the aquamarines, Marina and Gaius, my aquamarines who are here, and Kuan Yin. We called upon the goddess Kuan Yin to help with my mother's passing, helping her through the veils, and bringing in the goddess Kuan Yin also helps to help mothers and children and all those who are really very ill. So do invoke and invite Kuan Yin in if you're or if you know somebody who is actually in the dis-ease of COVID at this time. So it was quite an experience, and I've been working with the angels now for, gosh, well, my mother and I used to talk about them when I was a child. My grandmother used to talk about them, and we would have really long conversations about our spirit guides and the beings that were there, that were taking care and would bring and give you guidance. So, you know, a good 50 years I've been working with the angels, and by the time I was 30, I really had a very good, strong connection. And by the time I was 40, my connection had become my work, my job. So I've been working with them daily now for the past 22, 23 years. And my connection with them is that I just talk to them. It's as if they are in the room, and this is an unseen and unknown being of light that I trust is there. And one of the most interesting things about the illness was, although I couldn't leave my bed, the angels were still bringing signs and bringing things. I had a friend who turned up to, she came to see one of my dragons actually, strangely enough, and she obviously we couldn't let her in, so she took a photograph of the rainbow going over the top of the Daisy Centre in Avalon, and the rainbow was literally going into the house, and the room that it was going into was where I was fast asleep at that time. So it was quite amazing. And then she took another one as she got outside, and the whole of the house was completely within this big double rainbow. So, you know, the angels are there. We trust that they're there. And it was very interesting talking to them, because, as they say, for about the first week of being deep into the dis-ease, I was unable to do anything. I hadn't got the strength even to run my own energy. I just had to trust. And that was a very interesting experience as well. And so the lesson, again, talking to the angels, has given me the courage and the I talk to all creatures of creation, and so by talking to the angels, and by talking to, after about the first week, talking to the virus conversations were very interesting. Again, why are you here? This was my connection to them. I was using the blue lapis stone and the Merlin stone, but I was literally just connecting in and talking to this virus wherever it was in my body, because this is the interesting thing. People say, oh, it's like flu. It's not like flu. People say, oh, it's like shingles. It's not like shingles. I've had both of these viruses. It's a different kind of virus. It's a new virus, and it's one to be respected. It's one to be honoured. It's one to be recognised as to its intention. And talking to this virus was quite enlightening, because the first thing is that it's very strong in its intent. Its intent is to change humanity. Its intent is to take over humanity and to shift it, to move it. And if you just take a breath and look and see what it's doing around the world, that is exactly what is happening. And so when I talk to this virus, to parley with it, first of all, it just sort of laughed at me as if to say, what? You know, what is it you want? I'm here, I'm taking over. And then as my body started to fight back, and I have to say, the amount of messages I received was just phenomenal. Absolutely wonderful. So bless you. Thank you, all those who sent me healing, all those people that I have been conversing with on Facebook. People say, oh, how many friends have you got? My goodness me, I really, really worked out and discovered who my friends were, because they were not just making a message once, it was 2 or 3 times, and personal messages too. And so as my strength grew, I could talk to this virus a bit more. And the virus was very interesting, because it would target your weakest place. So where your weakness was in your body is where the virus went first. And then it would go to another place, and then another place. So as I was clearing along with Merlin, Merlin is my avatar. Merlin is the teacher that helps me to bring this vortex healing, this healing of light through. And the angels of awakening, as they were working together, it was very interesting, because just when I cleared it from my heart, it would go into the lungs. Just as I'd cleared it from the lungs, it would go into the liver. Just as I cleared it from the liver, it would go back to the brain. It would go running up and down the spine all the time. And it was really very, very interesting how intense. It's just a strong intention. So, but my intention was just as strong, to not fight, but to surrender, to recognize that this was a time for change and things have to change. My mother dying at the age of 82, when we've been expecting her to die from the age of 50 onwards, has been an extremely interesting way of looking at things, and having that time just to think and to remember her and to remember all the good things and all the, oh my goodness me, what did she teach me? Everything. What did she teach me? Everything. So blessings, you know, and I hope that I'm teaching my daughter the same, and my granddaughters, as they are also learning from the way I am, and that is to connect directly with creation. And so this experience, I know everybody's experiences have been different. We were very intent ourselves on being healthy. We were taking supplements. If you want to know what they are, then put them in the comments. We were making sure our body's biome, our gut biome, was high. My niece sent me the most amazing gift, and that was some homemade soups, which were brilliant. Absolutely no dairy, no gluten, no sugar, no nothing. They were just soups, broth, and chicken soups, and carrot and coriander. They were just phenomenal, and that was such a wonderful gift. And you know, I asked her what made her think about it. She said, "Oh, well, an angel sent me them when I was ill," and so she passed it on. So you know, it's those thinking outside the box. It's that being able to keep your level of energy high that is so important. And the angels were there. They really were there. You know, just when I didn't have the strength to get up, it would be I'd feel a stroke on my hair, you know, and it was just, I knew that Paul wasn't there. I knew that it was coming from a being, and it was just so beautiful. So who are these angels? They are everywhere. You have an angel, you have a guardian angel, you have an angel that's with you for every lifetime, and then you can call in the specific angels, the angels of the Elohim. These are the angels, the Creator God angels, and the angels of the Elohim. These are the ones that most of you know, and they are the ones that are working on the planet Earth most of the time. So we have Archangel Raphael. So he comes in through from the east. He is the Archangel of the Elohim of healing, and he comes through with the element of air. So, and this virus is all about the air, the breath. I think that was the tip that I would give everybody, was to breathe. I was doing the breathing exercises from Amma all day, every day. Absolutely. Whenever I felt that it was overwhelming, I would breathe in the happy thoughts and release and let go of anything that wasn't happy. Breathing in the Ma for mother's love, and the Om to release and let go back into the earth. Ma, Om, Ma, Om. And Amma's white flower meditation was on almost constantly. I certainly was watching Amma whenever there was an opportunity, or let's put it this way, she was on in the room whilst I was lying in the bed, feeling very, very unwell and very sorry for myself. But Amma's love was there, and Amma was there. So, you know, it's by calling in the breath, the angels of the breath. This is Archangel Raphael, and the emerald green light, that is the light that brings in this healing. So really feel that healing light. I've got a green obsidian here that I again had this under the pillow, and would have it down here as well when we did come out of the bedroom into the sanctuary, because again, the sanctuary is a place of the angels. So when we could get up, that's what we were doing. We were coming in here and just being, which again is something that we don't often do. I love that one. I'm just going to hold that for a bit longer. Absolutely beautiful. So Archangel Raphael, he comes in from the east. I'm pointing over there because in the Daisy Centre, that's where Archangel Raphael comes in from the east, from the space and place of the energy, bringing in the element of air, the breath. And in from the south, in comes Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, the protector, he is the archangel that cuts the ties. He brings you the strength and protection. And I must say I was calling on him a lot over the past 3 weeks because, again, he was helping to bring up the strength and energy and energizing my system. And then we have Archangel Gabriel. Oh, my goodness me. Archangel Gabriel of the white ray of light. So Archangel Gabriel, the most beautiful archangel, comes in through the clear quartz crystals or comes in through the wand, the selenite wand. Because Gabriel is the archangel of water and comes in through from the west, bringing the light, the love and the strength and serenity and joy of communication. And it was this communication, it was communicating with myself, really, really going into that space and place of surrender, because there is no fighting the things you can't do anything about. You can't fight them. If you can't do anything about it, forget it. If you can do something about it, then do it. And if you can do something, that's eat well, exercise, breathe, have your room absolutely aerated and oxygenated, then you know you can do something about it. We bought one of the little oximeters that we put on our fingers to check the oxygen levels, and I think that was one of that and the temperature gauge was one of the most useful tools to have in our medicine box, because knowing that our oxygen levels were up, and on the days when they were really low, it was very obvious that we were very low. So, and if you go below a certain level, that's when you call in the doctors. Thankfully, we only had to ask for advice and not actually have to go for treatment. We were able to combat this disease in our own home, which was very good. And so the Archangel Gabriel, always in communication, communicating with each other, communicating with yourself, and communicating with your angels, asking them to help you, and communicating with the virus as well. It was very, very interesting. I learned such a lot about myself and about the fears, and what I could do something about, what I couldn't do something about, and of course the difference. How do you know? What's the difference? You have to know what the difference is. What can you do and what can't you do? And that sometimes is the hardest lesson of all, is to actually let go. Just go, I can't do anything about it. It's not my fight. It's somebody else's fight. You know, we've all been locked down here in the UK. We can't invite guests in. We can't go to other people's homes, but we can do other things, and we can sort out our own being, and we can take responsibility for our own actions. And so that Archangel Gabriel was really helping to shine the light into that. And then the Archangel from the north. Now, this beautiful, magnificent Archangel is the Archangel of the earth. This is Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel, these are Boji stones. This is the male Boji stone. This was probably one of the most important crystals that I possessed over the last 2 weeks, because it helped to earth and to ground. Because when you get out of your body, when you become ill, diseased, unsure, afraid, because there is a lot of fear. My mother did die of COVID. It was a reality. That false evidence appearing real was real, is real. And so the fear that comes with this is real. And it grows, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, until you realize that the fear is the issue. And so when your whole body gets out and out of itself by disconnecting with the earth, that's when, because your root chakra, it disconnects, it contracts, everything contracts into the body, and you realize, oh, I'm just trying to protect myself, but actually you're isolating yourself. So you reconnect with the earth, and that's the Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel, the Archangel of the earth, really helps you to connect. And by connecting, this is the male Boji stone, this is the female. They're always round and smooth, and the male ones are not. And you, by connecting your root chakra, your base chakra, through like roots down into the ground to your sub-root chakra, where you literally plug in. The male and the female come together as one, plugging in, and then the energy flows through to the earth star, where you anchor, you really anchor. And you anchor with both feet on the ground, solid, absolutely strong, and that's when the energy starts to flow back in. And it may only be for a couple of hours at a time, and then you have to stop and rest and reconnect. And this is why when you can, going for a walk, we walked around the garden. We didn't go outside the gates for nearly 3 weeks. So walking around the garden, connecting with the earth, and then coming back in and resting. But the Boji stones are just fantastic for Archangel Uriel to work through. And so when we have those 4 mighty archangels all around us, then you can invite in the other angels. So the angels of the Elohim, Archangel Metatron, he comes from above, pouring the light as above as below, bringing this light into this square, this quarters of the energy from the north, south, east, west. And then from the middle, so as within, as without, we call in Archangel Melchizedek, this magnificent archangel. And what he brings is he brings the multicolored rainbow light, the holographic energy of the flower of life, the Merkaba, your body of spirit, your body of light. And this brings that huge sphere of light all around you, so that you are totally surrounded by these magnificent archangels, these 6 mighty archangels. And into this space, you invite into your space of love the angels of the heart, the angels of Shamuel, Archangel Shamuel, the pink ray of light, this beautiful pink light. Again, the rose quartz. And I have to say, Rosie in the garden, that was the only crystal I could see from my window, was Rosie in the garden. And she was very, very solid. And again, connecting through whenever we made that connection. So Archangel Shamuel, the rose quartz crystal, the rose quartz community that we have all the way around the world, seeding this rose line all the way around the world, love through this beautiful crystal, to bring that love, to top up your love, to bring in this energy of ascension for you. And as the more love there is in your heart, then the more the angels can come through. So along with the pink light within this center of this sphere of love, we have the gold and yellow of Archangel Jophiel. Archangel Jophiel, the Archangel of Wisdom, bringing this love, bringing this light. And as this light just flows through from your pineal, from your third eye, this beautiful energy just beaming out through as it flows and overflows, this golden light of your divine wisdom. And when we have all of these angels as within, as without, all around, the energy that goes all the way around is the violet, indigo, purple light of the amethyst. That's Archangel Zadkiel. He keeps clearing your auric field. He keeps dissolving and resolving and releasing and letting go. And the amethyst was and is my most beloved crystal, because along with this golden Herkimer, They have been keeping the energy flowing and overflowing. And they're just so beautiful to hold onto. And as the energy, as the crystal energy is allowing the angels to flow, your energy is also energizing and coming and raising, coming up. Because that's what this is all about. It's all about us moving and changing. We're coming out of the old 3D ways. And so these 9 mighty archangels now, the 4 corners, the 4 pillars, the 2 as above, as within, as without, as the 3 that are within the center. That's 9 archangels, all holding this space of love, the angels of the Elohim. And within this space of love, we call in the angels of awakening. The angels of awakening, these are coming now from the 13th dimension. The angels of Avalon, bringing in that sweetness of the love of the rose quartz, of the heart of Avalon. Bringing in the angels of Atlantis through the crystals, all of the crystals from the crystal realms. Bringing in the angels of alchemy, the angels of Merlin, the angels of the divine magic, bringing in the angels of awareness, these angels that are really helping us to raise our awareness, our compassion, our joys, as the angels of ascension, this process that we're going through. The whole of humanity is going through it. The whole of humanity, including all creations, this is the viruses, the germs, the bacterium, all of the biome, every part of crystal energies, every kingdom, crystal kingdoms, plant kingdoms, animal kingdoms, the kingdoms of the ocean, the kingdoms of the land, and of course the kingdoms of man and woman. They're all going through this change, this transformation, this ascension. And so the angels are arising, the angels are coming in. And these angels of awakening, I've been working with them now for over 15 years to my knowledge, 20 years without my knowledge. So for the last 21 years, these angels have been coming through, the angels of awakening. And we are very sure that these angels of awakening are the angels of Atlantis. They are the angels, the creator gods that came in, and they are the angels of the Aquarian age, the AOA, the angels of Aquarius. These angels of Aquarius are bringing in this new epoch, this new beginning, and this golden light of the golden age is coming in with these angels, is coming in with this change. So we are moving from the 3rd dimensional stuckness. We're moving through the 4th dimensional stuckness. And we're moving into the 5th dimension, where there is no space to be stuck. It is the moment. It is the now, the new now. All there is this presence of this moment. And so the angels of Aquarius, this age of Aquarius, is upon us. And those of you who are going through the changes that are coming, whether you're experiencing them firsthand by having the virus, whether you are experiencing it secondhand by knowing somebody who has either survived or not survived, so the grief is there, or the worry, and those of you who have not experienced it or know anybody who is in fear of it, please recognize that the fear is bigger than the issue. The fear of it is real. It is a real virus. It is a real change. But there are many viruses that are here to change us, to help us change. You know, the first lockdown, I had shingles. It was really painful. It's a virus that took over 3 months to go away, and yet my body was able to combat it. And this 3rd lockdown, yes, I succumbed to COVID-19, and you know, every day is still a new day, a new step forward. It isn't absolutely plain sailing. I'm certainly not 100%. We still have the funeral to endure, to go to. Endure, that's the wrong word. We still have the funeral of my mother to have a memorial of her time, of her life. She was an amazing lady, absolutely incredible, and she was in great pain at the end. But she did have quite an exciting life, and she was ready. She said, "I'm ready. I'm going on Monday," and she did. So, we've got lots of things to do, step by step, one day at a time. But that's how we are at the moment. Nobody knows if you can travel. Nobody knows when we're going to be able to work properly or as we were previously. Nobody knows what's going to happen. It's a new moon tomorrow. We know that. We know that the time still goes one step at a time, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, and these angels are always there with you. So we know there is a new moon on the 11th of February. We know that it is in Aquarius. We know that it is a really good time to start something new and to have this new beginning, because every new moon is a new start. The Dalai Lama came to Glastonbury a few years ago to the festival, and I was there with my family, and it was quite wonderful, because one of the things that I really remember him saying was that every day is a new day. We wake up every single day for a new day. What happened yesterday has gone. What's going to happen tomorrow isn't here. So the only gift for your life, the only day, is the present moment, the day and the moment that you are in right now. So how you wake up tomorrow for the new moon in Aquarius, connecting with your friends, connecting with your people, that's what it's about. It's about communication, communicating the love, communicating and really, really making sure that you are reaching out to those in your family that maybe you haven't. This is one of the biggest things that has happened over the past 3 weeks. I had a birthday in the middle of the dis-ease, and I didn't have any energy to do anything, but my goodness me, did I feel the love. I felt so much love, because people that I had not spoken to for years were sending me presents, sending me cards and messages. It was quite wonderful, and the presents that I received were all very different to in previous years. I received some protein balls, which were amazing for somebody who has no energies and they're lying in bed and they can't make any food or do anything. Send them protein balls. It's the best thing ever. She sent me a really big box. I haven't eaten them all, but it was such a gift from the angels. It was like, yes, thank you so much. And I've mentioned the soup. That was an amazing one as well. And somebody sent me a beautiful big box of magnesium for the bath as well, to clear and to have salt baths. So these are all gifts that you can give to those that you love, because they're thoughtful gifts. And I think that's the thing. It's the thought that counts. It's the angels are here. So keep them in your thoughts, keep them in your heart. With an open heart and an open hand, you call in these angels all the time. Usually I do a meditation at the beginning, but today it felt important to explain who these angels of the Elohim were, and important for you to know why I am more measured. My energy level is not as high as it usually is, yet I feel filled with light. I feel as if something has magically and a lot has just dropped away. It's quite an incredible feeling, and yet it's still there with the humbleness and the respect for this dis-ease. It could still come back again. It could still it could extend itself. but we are having the intention that we've both learnt from each other, and the angels are assuring me that I will be back at full strength very soon. So let's just bring in this meditation for you to connect with the angels. It's very simple. We start with the column of light. The column of light, the pillar of love that flows from the top of your head right down through your spine to the tip of your toes, right through from your soul star to your earth star, and from your earth star to your heart star. And as it flows through your heart star, this beautiful golden flower arises. And as this golden flower opens with ease and with grace, this beautiful golden flame of light in the center of your heart. This golden flame, as you step into the center, stepping into this space and place of love. And within this golden flame of love, the violet, indigo, purple light arises, transforming, transmuting, returning to source anything that is less than love, just dissolving it, resolving it. And this is the meditation that every single day, just visualizing the violet, indigo, purple light until it dissolves into ultraviolet light. And the ultraviolet light expands through all of your bodies. Your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, your karmic body, your spiritual body, all your etheric bodies, right through the Attic body, the Buddhic body, right through to the causal layer. All your bodies right out to fill the room. You are such a magnificent being of light. And this is what this ease has taught me, is how vast, how this virus can literally go through all parts of your being, so that you have to recognize, it's like having a 10-story house and only living in two rooms. Goodness me, it's all there. Recognize where and how beautiful, how divine, how magnificent a being you are as you expand your love, as you send out your light. And in the very center of this space and place of love, the emerald green healing just goes to wherever the healing is required in your being. And as it fills your body, the emerald green healing from Archangel Raphael, this healing energy, just fills your body. It can be healing through your brain, through your spine, through your heart, through your lungs, through all of your organs, through your kidneys, your liver, your stomach, your large and small intestine, your bladder, your ovaries, your prostate, wherever it is required, your adrenals, wherever it is required, especially your lungs, just bringing in this healing light, this healing love. And as it fills your body, in the center of this space is the pearl of your heart, the pearl of your wisdom, the pearl of your truth. And as you visualize this pearl, expand the pearl to fill your whole body, as this pearlescent white light just fills every part and particle of your being, right out to the tips of your fingertips, right through to the base of your spine, through to the tips of your toes, through all your bodies. This pearlescent white light, as you breathe it in, this infinite love, this infinite light, breathing the one breath of creation, the one breath of the one heart, breathing as one. One love, one heart, one breath as one. And as you breathe it into every cell, every atom, every electron of your being, breathing this joy, breathing this light, breathing this love. Just feel your body receiving this light. The breath on the divinity of the angels. And as this light in the pearl of your heart, calling upon your angel to fill this space and place. What colour do you see? I'm just seeing green, and now it's gone to gold and yellow. And as you see the blue, this beautiful sapphire blue, know these angels, we've called them, they're all here. Just feel them within your heart. Feel them within your being. And as we invite these angels in to energize your body, to energize your being, to raise your vibration, to raise your awareness. Oh, you can see the red light now. Beautiful light. Just anchoring, earthing, really bringing in this energy. This beautiful light of the divine. These angels are here. Now talk to your angels. What would you like to say? What would you like to ask? Ask your angel, what is their name? My angel tells me her name every day. Hello. Ask your angel their name. How many angels do you have in your field in this moment? I've had up to 300 in mine, and sometimes I haven't got that many today. There's just 9 angels in my field. And the others are holding the space. How amazing is that? And as you ask your angel their name, as you ask your angel any question that you would like to know the answer to, and as you are being told the answer, it may come through colours, it may come through heat, it may come through tomorrow. You might see a big billboard, a big sign that's the answer to your angel's question. Maybe you're reading a book and you go, oh, goodness me, or you turn the TV on, or somebody just says something. That's how the angels bring their messages. It's not always straight. They like to play. That's why they can fly, because they take themselves lightly. These beautiful beings of light, the angels of awakening, holding this space, helping humanity through this time, guiding you through this awakening. You are waking up every single day to something new, and that means letting go of something old, recognizing that there is a time for birth, rebirth, and harvest. There is a cycle. We are in that cycle. We're in that cycle of the new moon. And as that cycle of the new moon brings in that newness, that new beginning, that new start, just draw a line in the sand. Ask your angels to guide you and go forward. Go forward with ease and with grace. With Merlin's grace, Merlina's grace, with the angels of awakening grace. With your grace. What are your intentions? How fit are you keeping yourself? How much are you concentrating on keeping yourself fit? Could you do more? Could you walk an extra 5 minutes? Could you do more raising your heart rate? You know, I've been walking up and down the stairs, and boy, does that raise your heart rate. And when you get there and realise that that's it, you're done for the day, then you know that you're unfit, and I'm going to have to take responsibility and get fitter, because that's the message that the angels are bringing you, me in particular. How about you? So take this time. We are in this space of change. The world hasn't come out of this pandemic yet. We're still in it. We're still in this change. 2020 was all about the letting go, the absolute shock and the horror of what was actually happening. And 2021 is the surrendering and thinking outside the box and doing things differently, and recognizing that the old ways, maybe they weren't the right ways. Maybe we do have to do things very, very differently, just for the moment, just for today. So I hope you've enjoyed this evening. These angels are going to continue with you for as long as your intention is such. And you can use the tools we've been talking about. You can use the crystals, you can use the sound. This is a little tongue drum, which is beautiful. Paul's going to start playing as well, because this little tongue drum, isn't that superb? It's got the flower of life on it as well, which brings in the sacred geometry, the golden light for the center of the heart, and this beautiful sound just helps the light, the love, the angels to flow through. And you can do this over any part of your body that is feeling any tension. And I have to say, just sitting and playing is so beautiful. They're not very expensive, these little tongue drums. We're going to have them on our website very soon. And we also recommend that you have a crystal bowl, a little bowl or a big bowl. I love my little bowl, this little crystal bowl. You very gently move the crystal bowl. And again, the angels love this sound as it brings in the higher frequencies. There we go. So with the crystal pyramid and the Tibetan bowl, bringing the energy in as above, as below. When you are in the room, the vibration from this is just phenomenal. Put your hands in, you put it over your knees, you put it over your head. When I have clients, I literally roll it up and down their whole body, and it goes to all the spaces and the places that it needs to. You can still hear the vibration there of the sound of the pyramid. This pyramid chime from the heart of Avalon, sending out this energy for you right now, for wherever you are in the world, sending it through all the crystals, Kuan Yin, Merlin, the angels of awakening, the angels of the Elohim, the angels of the Omnipheme, the Seraphim, the Cherubim, all of the angels that we all work with. And as this light flows from here, from Avalon in Glastonbury, the space and place of the heart centre of the world, it's an incredible space. It's completely changed and different at the moment because it's only the locals, there's no visitors here at all. Walking up and down the high street is so spooky, 4 or 5 people and that's it. The car park is completely empty. I haven't been outside my house for over 3 weeks, so I went out today for the first day, the first time, and it was beautiful, such a crisp morning here in Avalon. And so wherever you are, I'm sending you my love, the beautiful, big, angelic, etheric hug. And I trust and hope that the angels have been to you tonight to bring you some healing from Avalon, healing light from the angels, and a little solace from my experience. This is a real virus and it is one to be respected. With love, big hugs, namaste. Thank you so much. My name is Daisy Foss from the Daisy Centre in the heart of Avalon in Glastonbury. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you Gaetano for inviting me. Bless you.